sun feels different above my head today. No longer the burning glare of India. It feels like a warm hand resting on my shoulder as I dig into the soft Yorkshire soil. Dickon stands beside me, strong hands breaking the old dead earth. My small spade hits stone, my breath comes quick, but for the first time I don't mind being tired. Look at the robin flying, with a scrap of moss in his beak. He's found his mate, he's building a secret home. We walk more softly now, we speak in whispers low. We're all keeping secrets in this quiet, growing world. He tilts his head and watches us work, no longer afraid of the girl who used to frown. He knows we're helping what lives below. We belong here now, under the ivy shade. My skin feels warmer, my arms are getting strong. I can eat without thinking, I can breathe without fear. The bitter words are fading out of my mouth and mind, replaced by flowers Dickon taught me to name. Look at the robin flying, with a scrap of moss in his beak. He's found his mate, he's building a secret home. We walk more softly now, we speak in whispers low. We're all keeping secrets in this quiet, growing world. Green shoots break through black soil, tiny lilies waking from sleep. They were never gone, just waiting beneath the dark. Just like something in me that is learning how to rise. I will never let this place be lost again. This is our living fortress of green life. With every weed we pull, with every seed we plant, the ghost of loneliness sinks deeper into the ground. Work faster, Mary, bring water to the thirsty roots. The whole garden is shaking with the breath of spring. We are no longer strangers, we belong to the earth. And even the flowers are calling my name. The heavy oak door shuts with a dull final sound, locking me inside this vast, shadowed room. A man sits bowed in the corner of darkness, his bent shoulders carrying 10 years of winter. My small leather shoes sink into thick carpet as I walk toward the ghost who rules this house. His voice is low and tired, like a dying flame. He asks what the disagreeable child wants from him. Might I have a bit of earth, uncle? just a small forgotten corner where nothing grows. To plant a few seeds and watch green life return. A tiny piece of living ground in this empty world. He shifts at last, dark eyes locking onto mine, searching for echoes of the woman he lost. My heart pounds like a bird against its cage, afraid he will refuse, afraid he will take it back. Then something breaks in him like thin ice in spring, as if my simple words have touched buried warmth. He says he once loved the soil as a boy, before grief turned his whole world to stone. Might I have a bit of earth, uncle, if you please? Just a small forgotten corner where nothing grows. To plant a few seeds and watch green life return. A tiny piece of living ground in this empty world. He tells me I may take whatever land I choose to make my own small world with seeds and hands. He promises silence, no one will interfere, granting me the right to save the garden I love. I step back from him, my hands trembling with relief, feeling the iron weight of the house begin to lift. The secret garden is truly mine at last, and I can run back to Dickon and the robin alive. It is granted, the earth belongs to me. No more hiding, no more fear in the dark. The seeds will break through the soil, the flowers will rise. The kingdom of spring is finally mine. The whole house sleeps under a heavy black silence, but the crying still pulls me through the locked tapestry. I lift my candle high, its flame shaking in the draught, and step into the corridor no one is meant to enter. I push open a door I've never seen before, and soft light falls across deep velvet walls. There on a great carved bed of ivory posts lies a boy as pale as a stone left in winter. Are you a ghost or just a dream trapped in this house, with your huge frightened eyes staring into nothing? You cry like something lost and wounded while the morning world goes on outside. He turns and screams in sudden childlike terror, asking if I am a fairy come to take his breath. I tell him I'm only Mary, the ordinary girl from India, and that his crying was too loud for me to ignore. He says his name is Colin the master who is meant to die, with a weak body and a mind full of rage. He keeps the world away with his endless fear, but I don't bow to him, I just sit beside him on the bed. Are you a ghost or just a dream, trapped in this house with your huge frightened eyes, staring into nothing? You cry like something lost and wounded, while the morning world goes on outside. I tell him about the moor, about the clean green wind, and how Dickon can make wild creatures trust his hand. His sobbing slows, his thin fingers loosen on the sheets, as if a door inside him is starting to open. He asks me to come back tomorrow, to stay and speak again. My sharp words have pushed back his dark, breaking thoughts. Two lonely children have found each other in the dark, and Misselthwaite's secrets begin to crack. No more crying in the night, the phantom has a name. The locked room is open, the spell has been found. We are broken roots, waiting for spring to touch us, and something inside us has begun to heal. The boy points a thin finger toward the dark wall, where a rose silk curtain hangs like a sealed secret. He says he hates her smiling face, because she died when he was born, and left him alone in this room. I walk across the thick velvet floor, each step careful, slow, my hand reaching for the dusty fabric with one soft pull. The curtain slides away, and light spills into this dark place, like something remembered. She is smiling, she is laughing from the golden frame, with the same wide grey eyes as the boy beneath her gaze. A beautiful woman in a garden of roses, bringing summer warmth into this cold night. Colin stares at her, breath breaking in his chest, afraid of the ghost of the mother who never held him. He asks if she looks like she wishes him gone, his voice so small it hurts to hear. I look from the painting to his pale, trembling face, and tell him what the curtain was hiding. She looks glad to see you, like she's been waiting all along, and she wants you to stand up and breathe real air. She is smiling, she She's laughing from the golden frame, with the same wide-grey eyes as the boy beneath her gaze. A beautiful woman in a garden of roses, bringing summer warmth into this cold night. We leave the curtain open now, letting her eyes stay with us. We whisper about the hidden key. The earth waiting outside the walls, his breathing slows, his panic loosens, as if her painted gaze is calming his fever. The portrait proves the garden was once alive, and nothing there is truly dead. I am no longer alone in searching for what was lost, for even the painted mother has joined our quiet change. Look at her, calling, don't hide anymore. The roses are calling, the robbing is near. The wall between life and grief is beginning to break, and we are waking up. He sits propped on silk pillows like a young Raja, ordering servants with a sharp, angry voice. They bow and tremble under his crying commands, and I just stand at the door with my hands in my pockets. He thinks his anger can stop the whole world, that everyone must bend because his back is weak. But I know the difference between a king and a spoiled boy. I used to rule my own empty house the same way. You are no king, Colin, just a boy in a locked cage, wasting your breath on velvet and gold trays. The real kingdom is outside, where wild heather grows, and you cannot command the wind with your screaming voice. I tell him he must let Martha and the nurse dress him, and let the gardener wheel him into the sunlight. He glares at me, eyes flashing like thunder. No one has ever said must to his royal ears before. I bring him an armful of daffodils Dickon picked in the field. The smell of wet earth fills his tight little room. His royal frown breaks, his fingers reach out, touching the first soft proof of a world he shut away. You are no king, Colin, just a boy in a locked cage, wasting your breath on velvet and gold trays. The real kingdom is outside, where wild heather grows, and you cannot command the wind with your screaming voice. He agrees to go outside, but only if Dickon pushes the chair, and only if the garden is clear of anything unfamiliar. He wants the robin, he wants green things alive. The young Raja is stepping down from his throne. The silk curtains are pulled back, the heavy room begins begins to breathe. The boy who ruled in fear is meeting the world at last. Two stubborn children are breaking open the wall, and Misselthwaite will never be the same again. Get ready, Colin. The world is at the door. No more cages. No more nighttime tears. The air is waiting. The earth is calling, and fear is losing its crown. Oh, my head is spinning like a wooden top today, watching these two strange little children plotting in the dark. They whisper about keys and hidden doors like tiny thieves, and I'm the one who'll face Mrs. Medlock's sharp eyes. Young Master Colin is actually shouting for his boots, demanding fresh air instead of another day of crying. The doctor stares, the nurse stands frozen in shock, while I'm biting back laughter behind my apron. Keep your voices down, you little nesting birds. This whole house is watching every move you make. I have to tell a dozen careful lies to keep you safe, so you can slip away beneath the old green leaves. I told the cook the master only wanted light broth, and that Miss Mary was the only one who could calm him down. The servants are whispering about a sudden miracle, not knowing it's just Dickon and a handful of golden flowers. Dickon shows up with his steady hands and quiet strength, ready to wheel the chair down the gravel path. We're weaving a net of small, careful deceptions, making sure no nurse or gardener follows their tracks. Keep your voices down, you little nesting birds. This whole house is watching every move you make. I have to tell a dozen careful lies to keep you safe, so you can slip away beneath the old green leaves. If they ever find that locked garden, I lose my place, and my mother's cottage will be one mouth poorer. But when I see that boy's face lose its gray shadow, I think even the good Lord might forgive a maid's clever tongue. They're rolling the chair out through the great stone doorway now, into the bright Yorkshire sun that's waited 10 long years. The robbing is calling, the iron gates far behind, and our little rebellion is safely on its way into the grass. Go on, Dickon, push those wheels through the thick ivy. Mary, hold his hand, and don't let the grown-ups see your face. The kitchen is quiet, the lies are all in place, and the magic is finally out in the light. The heavy wheels roll through the thick curtain of ivy, and my breath catches as the world splits open. No more dark rooms, no more stone walls closing in, only a golden green kingdom waiting for my eyes. The sun falls on my face like a warm burning hand, waking blood that I thought was asleep forever. Gray branches blush with thousands of rosebuds, and the soil smells like life refusing to die. I shall live forever and ever, Mary. The magic is pouring through the air into my hollow chest. I am not a stone boy born to fade in darkness. The earth is calling me, and I am standing in it. Dickon lifts a nested robin right up to my eyes, and the bird does not fly away from my shaking hands. He knows I belong here, he knows I am part of the sun, joining the secret life of waking grass. I look at the old gray walls covered in living green, where my mother once sat before the world broke. She is not gone, her laughter lives in the petals, and even now she is pushing me forward into light. I shall live forever and ever, Mary. The magic is pouring through the air into my hollow chest. I am not a stone boy born to fade in darkness. The earth is calling me, and I am standing in it. For the first time, I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to hide behind silk curtains anymore. My body is still weak, my hands still tremble, but my heart is louder than the wind on the moor. We will dig the earth together, we will feed the hidden roots, until every dead stem turns into gold. The young Raja is gone, and a living boy stands in his place, made of mud, wind, and sky. Look at the sun, I can feel my spine awaken. The chains of the dark room are breaking apart. The world is alive, and I am alive with it. The magic is The screams cut through heavy oak doors, shaking the whole house awake. The servants cry out, the nurse wrings her hands, but my anger rises hotter than fear. I kick his door open, small shoes hitting the wood like a drum. He is thrashing in silk sheets, face burning red with rage, shouting that his back is twisting into a monster. Stop screaming, Colin, you spoiled, frightened boy. You are not a king, you are a coward in a velvet cage. Nothing is wrong with your back but your own frightened mind. And I will not let you kill the magic magic we found outside. He stares at me, giant grey eyes, shocked because no one has ever shouted back. He says he is dying, that the lump is growing, but I lean over him and call him a liar. I order the nurse to turn him over, to take off his nightshirt. I press my hands along his spine, cold, thin, trembling, and find only straight bone, nothing broken at all. Stop screaming, Colin, you spoiled, frightened boy. You are not a king, you are a coward in a velvet cage. Nothing is wrong with your back but your own frightened mind. And I will not let you kill the magic we found outside. His sobbing slows, his breath finally breaks into silence. Truth falls over him like cold water in the morning. He reaches out, touching my chin, whispering if it is really true. I sit beside him until dawn on the tangled silk blanket. I tell him about the buds waiting for morning light. The young Raja is gone, and a stubborn girl has taken his fear apart. The storm is over, no more screaming in the dark, no more lies in the body. We go to the garden at sunrise, and you will stand on your own feet.
I heard how the little mistress tamed the young master's rage, shouting him down till the whole room shook. I walked through the morning fog laughing, that sour little lass saved him from his own dark hole. I brought my little fox and a black crow in right into his grand bed of velvet. He didn't scream, didn't hide his eyes, he just smiled and reached out like he'd finally remembered what living feels like. The munna waste no time, young master. Spring is running fast across the fields. The crocuses are gone, the summer bulbs are waking up, and the secret garden is waiting for your boots. I told him how the earth is bursting with 1,000 hidden roots, and how the roses are working under their coat of green. His face lit up like a lamp in the dark, all that gray fear gone. Just listen to the soil speak. He asked if he could help us dig, if his weak hands could learn the spade. I told him fresh air makes strong bones, and nothing stays dead when Yorkshire sun gets to work. The munna waste no time, young master. Spring is running fast across the fields. The crocuses are gone, the summer bulbs are waking up, and the secret garden is waiting for your boots. We packed his cushions, rolled his chair, planning to slip him out before the grown folk notice Mary's holding the key tight. Her cheeks all bright with secret fire, ready to set the world in motion. The wind's coming off the moor, clean and full of green breath, chasing every shadow out of the old stone house. Two stubborn bairns and a boy from the fields, about to make the whole world bloom. Push the wheels, hear the latch click free, the robin's nest is done, the flowers are calling. No more sitting in the dark, no more tears on silk. The magic's on the move.